Welcome to the IMSAI channel, where I try to resurrect an old IMSAI 8080 computer. Before we get started, I want to give a shout out to Al Williams at Hackaday for finding my videos in the great depths of YouTube and writing a nice little blurb about it. Thanks a lot. All right, I thought we'd have some more fun on the front panel here. I found a cheat sheet that I had made back in the 80s, which is a copy out of, I know you can't read that, but it's a copy out of the Intel 8080 instruction handbook, programming handbook, and it has all of the instructions on it, and in order of their type of instruction. Then on the back is actually 00 through FF, what the instruction list is, and then a little ASCII table on here. And maybe I'll zoom in and give you a closer look at this. Alright, I think we can see this a little better. Over here are the data transfer groups, so the move instructions, which there are quite a few of, and some load immediate instructions, things like that, both 16-bit and 8-bit. And then over here we have arithmetic operations like add and increment, decrement, subtract, things like that. Then we have some logical ands and XORs and ORs and compares and things like that. And then over on the side we have some branch, compares, calls, returns. Quite a good instruction set on the 8080. On the back side we have the instructions listed from 00 to FF, and then on the side here we have a little ASCII table, so quite handy. So if you get the 8080 programming manual, there's a page that has this in the back, and I Xeroxed it back in the day and laminated it to have it as a handy reference. We'll take a look at some simple programs. One is just, let's increment the accumulator and display it on the front panel. So the increment A instruction is 3C. 3C. And so we're incrementing A, and then we're going to do our output to FF, and then we're going to jump back to 00. Okay, so increment, output, jump. Right. So we're going to single step this. So we can see we're over here we're counting. It's inverted, but each time we're counting, and we're going to run. So this is going so fast we can't see it. So we could put a delay loop on there, but I found a clever way that we could do this. Because the 8080 has 16-bit instructions, we can increment one of those 16-bit registers. So let's use the H and L registers, and we're going to increment, so it's an I and X command, increment a 16-bit register, which is a 2-3 instruction. This is increment the H and L registers. So it's going to increment the L register until it overflows, and then that'll increment the H register. Okay, so we're going to be incrementing the 16-bit register. And then we're going to want to display one of those. So we're going to do a move AH. Let's see, that's a 7C. 7C. This is going to take the H register and put it into A, and then we're going to display that. FF, jump, 0. Okay, so we're going to increment H and L, we're going to load H into A, and then we're going to display that. All right? And you can see that it's at least the H register is counting slow enough that we can see that. Now it's counting down, that's because the bits are inverted. So let's take a look at this. So before we output, let's complement it. We've done that before. That's the CMA command. That's 2F. And then output it. There we go. So now looks like we're counting up because we're not showing the inverted data. Anyway, I thought that was a fun program, and shows you the 16-bit instruction and moving some data from register to register.